The idea of building learning power is that it's possible in a real sense to help young people get smarter, to help them become more intelligent. And the real reason for doing that is to give them the confidence that they will be able to face tricky stuff of all kinds, problems, challenges, out there in the big wide world in their real lives, both now and in the future. The ability to learn is itself very learnable, and it consists of things like curiosity, the ability to ask good questions, persisting in the face of difficulty, being resourceful, being able to have a range of different strategies to call upon, being a good team worker, being a good collaborator, being able to be thoughtful, to be able to stand back from what you're doing, particularly when it's difficult, and think, how's it going? How might I be able to do this differently? And what we've discovered through the science is that it's possible in real lessons with real kids, real teachers, all the constraints there are around, to help them strengthen each of these ingredients or capacities that go to make up real life intelligence. I think what building learning power is doing is reminding us of a hidden aspect of teaching that has been there forever and has always been there. And that's the aspect of what habits or attitudes of mind are you inviting students to make use of in your classroom. So it's not, as well as being interested in the content, we're now much more interested in what learning muscles are being exercised and stretched as you do your sums or your essay or your science experiment. In traditional education, we now realize, as we look back at it, the learning muscles that got invited and exercised day after day tended to be passivity, note-taking, accurate retention, and regurgitation on demand. Now, those aren't useless skills, but I don't think they would be at the top of anybody's list of life skills for the 21st century. Most people would put curiosity, questioning, initiative, resourcefulness, responsibility, imagination up the top of their list. And what building learning power is doing is saying we can, if we want, shift from that rather antiquated set of learning exercises to a different set which have much greater value, much greater validity for young people out in the big wide world. So there is an implied critique, if you like, within building learning power of not of the content or not of the examinations, but of the kinds of learning exercise which young people are getting in lessons. And what we have discovered is without a great deal of kerfuffle, without a revolution, we can shift the nature of the learning exercise that young people are getting. That we have a choice in terms of the way we design a science lesson, a history lesson, a religious education lesson, to stretch different kinds of muscles.